So it's been reported that the Jets are hot and heavy for Deebo, that they're probably in the lead, and if any team trades for him, it's going to be them. Last week, it was reported that they're offering the 10th pick. Last night, it was reported by Trey Wingo, Tony Pauline, that it could go down at any moment, and it seems like the Niners are going to get the 10th pick and more, which makes me feel like, maybe a second-round pick this year, maybe 2 second-round picks this year, maybe something next year. What do you would that be best? Would that be good news for the 49ers? I mean, how do you look at this?
Yeah, 10th pick. If it's not leading off with the 10th pick, if you're the 49ers, you're not even entertaining the trade haul, whatever package they're dealing with to you. Like, if it's not led with the first round number 10 pick, at the very least, you're not listening to everything else. If they're just going to give you that Tyreek Hill deal, nah. Mm-hmm. And I understand look, he's not worth the same as Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill is obviously a significantly better player, or at least he's proven it, for his track record. But the point is, the Niners don't want to give him up. When you don't want to give up something, your value kind of skyrockets. You got to really wow someone to really want to move off something. Even with me, like, look, I'm not going to give up my car for nothing. You're going to have to really double or triple that, what I got for that, just because I love it so much. And that's the 49ers with Deebo right now. So if it's not led with 10 pick, we're not listening. To me personally, I'd rather than be like, yo, you're going to have to juice to something higher. Give us that 6 or are they picking 6? No, they're picking 6.
Yeah.
I would really probably rather have that 6th pick instead than the 10th, because I just don't see where the high-end, top-heavy prospects are. At least if you get the 6, it's a little more, you have a little more options, and then whatever other slew draft haul you can get, maybe even reel in that player that you're talking about, that you want someone, maybe like an Elijah Moore or whoever they have, because you were so right last week when you said, if they're not bringing in, if we're not getting a player back who can help us right now, I don't want just a whole slew of picks. I want like a player and maybe some picks, and that makes the perfect sense. So to me, 10th is cool, but I'd rather aim a little higher just because you have the leverage, San Francisco.
Richard Sherman said they should ask for a top 10 pick and a Pro Bowl player. A combo. I mean, it seems like a lot. Okay. I just feel like what the Niners do, they have they negotiate against themselves in the sense that they make it pretty known that they're kind of lowballing a player. Like, you're a running back, injury issues, and we don't think you're worth what the market says or what you think you're worth. And then they turn around and they're like, dude, this guy's worth so much in trade. We love him so much. He's so elite. Like, I don't know. Teams can use your arguments against you. Like, the same reasons you don't want to pay him are the same reason. But anyway, it seems like the Niners are going to luck out. Like, even after they botched the situation with Deebo, even after he asked for a trade, they might find a desperate trade partner that's willing to give them more than, like, the Jets could have had Tyreek Hill, didn't get him, and now they're going to offer way more for Deebo. Like, that's good luck for the 49ers. That seems like bad business for the Jets, but good luck for the 49ers.
Well, it's also because, like, the Jets are desperate. They've already swung and missed so many times. And again, you're going to try to acquire a guy who the Niners aren't so keen on moving on, whereas the Chiefs, they were keen on moving on him. Tyreek was like, hey, I want that Devontae Adams deal and then some. And then that's when the Chiefs said, no, you go away. You figure out your trade. And that's when the both sides were cool. So it becomes a little bit of the point where, all right, we don't have to offer as much because we know both sides want to trade. So let's try to get away with just a bunch of these second-round picks and whatever more we can trickle on. I think that's where I just draw a line in the sand, and where you're in the 49ers, you could just ask and demand for more, because the Jets are desperate. They keep sniffing around for wide receivers, and is DK Metcalf and AJ Brown going to go on the block? I mean, nothing sounds remotely close to that. It's just Deebo right now, and you don't want to give up. You don't want to give up Deebo, so that's where you can really milk where the Jets offer is going to be here.
Official BNN Music 88 says fans can completely understand Harbaugh beefing with the front office because of their nonsense, but God forbid a player like Deebo has a problem. Yeah, I'm going to talk about sort of like the generational gap between the Niners front office and young star players in a minute. But anyway, all I want to say is I have one last thought about this report about what the Jets are offering. The Niners should have said yes already. They should have taken this. I hope that they're just waiting until like the Jets are on the clock to make this official. But I hate to think that this is on the table and John Lynch is like, we need more. We need more. Like, are you serious?
Yeah, I think that's probably what they're looking at. What the exact point I was just saying is they just wanted to try to like keep just milking out whatever offer they can get. I mean, again, you have the time, and maybe the Niners are trying to conduct research to see if that offer is even enough. Because at this point, when did Deebo officially make a trade request? Within the last like 10 days, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
At that point, the draft board is already mostly, if not close to being mostly made up. So how much more time are you really going to research on other players around that time? So I'm pretty sure they're probably trying to make it up to see if it's even worth accepting it if they're going to get that 10th pick.